Hello, everybody. Welcome to Issue Crew Movie Reviews. It's the show where we talk about movies and stuff. I am your host, Riley, of course, joined by a wacky cast of characters. As usual, the Random Candor is here.
Hello, everybody,
Random
and
The Random Candor.
you are very welcome.
And the special guest, the Centipede.
Woo! Hey. No, fucking, who is calling? Whatever. Someone is calling both of us.
Yeah, Demigloom called the group chat.
Oh, no, it's Mr. Metokur.
Oh, yeah, wow.
I didn't tell you. Random, do you know that we're good friends with Mr. Metokur now?
And we love Mr. Metokur.
I do not know who that is, but I'm happy for you.
I said a thing about how, like, last night, I said a thing, in fucking, in Demi's DMs where I was like, I love Mr. Metokur. I don't care if he hates me because he's like transphobic.
You also said that in my DMs.
Yeah. And she was like, does he know you? And I was like, no.
Face gaslighting. No, you shouldn't have admitted it.
The first thing I said was, yeah, me and Mr. Metokur have talked on many occasions, but it was like very obviously sarcastic.
yeah, me and Mr. Metokur are cool. We're also good friends with Boogie2988, who's an
who added Demigloom as a friend.
That's true. He did.
This is true.
Wait, Riley, isn't that you?
Oh, I'm Boogie2988.
Yep. Welcome to Lookout Live, everybody.
Yeah, so
Random is Wings.
I was gonna say Random was Tom.
I'm Tommy.
That's actually misgendering.
Yeah,
you finally came on the show.
I'm the girl Destiny.
You're Destiny.
Who offered Boogie for a trip to Disneyland. That's me.
Oh, that shit! I forgot her name was Destiny too. But folks, we're not here to talk about Boogie2988. We're here to talk about a little film I like to call. Sadly, I already did that on the main show this week, so you can tune into that. This is probably going to come out.
Lookout Live is so fucking good. It's like the best fucking show on the internet.
But folks, we're going to talk about a little film I like to call Deadpool 2.
I like to call it Deadpool 4.
Wow. Why would you like to call it that?
I don't know. I just like it.
All right. Sure. What happened in Deadpool 2? Wait, fucking Centipede. What happened?
Deadpool 4 is about a girl called Juno, and she's played by Michael Cera.
She's played by Michael Cera.
She's an Arkansas 7, not an LA 10.
Don't say
7 out of 10.
Don't
pretty
say
good.
that about pre-transition Elliot Page.
Ellen Page's face. Riley, isn't that your favorite?
Never forget.
I didn't know.
I had scheduled a tweet, like, before my Twitter got nuked. I had scheduled a tweet for every year with that screen cap saying never forget. Tagging you.
Jesus. Listen, Elliot Page is a man, and I support him in all of his endeavors.
So you're gay. So it's like
Centipede,
go ahead with the recap. Please.
Okay. Deadpool 2 is about the guy, the dead guy. He's dead.
Played by Elliot Page.
Played by Elliot Page, and he's he dies at the beginning of the movie, but he actually doesn't. And there's a time travel back in time in the movie, and Vanessa dies immediately. And then the rest of the movie happens. He builds a team called the X-Men.
Oh shit!
It's not called the X-Men. It's called the X-Force.
And that's where Wolverine is from, and that's how it leads into the third movie.
It's not. None of this
that
is
makes
right.
sense.
None of this is correct. So
And there's a kid named
some of it is.
Firefister, and he'll
That's
fist
not
you
his name.
with fire. And also Cable
and then purple
travels
Deadpool
through
flew
time.
around.
Purple Deadpool.
I think both of you are in this movie.
Yeah, of course.
I'll let you guess who is who.
Riley is
who's a fat guy in this movie? Shit.
Riley is the guy in the bar trying to cheer up Deadpool.
Oh yeah, the one with enough speaking lines out of you.
Yeah. Random is Black Tim.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Dopinder.
Oh yeah,
shit.
yeah. Wait, but that doesn't make sense. You're black.
That isn't Dopinder?
That's racist.
I don't see color. I only see shade.
This is true.
For real.
Okay.
All right, so what actually happens in this movie is the Belle, or Centipede, or fucking Inside Zoidberg, or whatever she's called, fucking started to explain it correctly, but then veered off.
I sort of got the gist.
So
I just added some dashes of humor, okay?
So Vanessa dies in an incident.
Lol.
Some criminals attack Deadpool because Deadpool was fucking with them, and then they kill Vanessa. And Deadpool kills all of them, but he's still so sad that he wants to die, and he keeps trying to die, and he can't die.
Pussy.
So he joins the X-Men. And when he joins the X-Men, he meets a
Wolverine.
There's no
kid named Wolverine.
Wolverine's not in the movie until.
Oh wait, I forgot he actually does.
Post-credit scene.
I forgot he actually does join the X-Men.
He does join the X-Men, and he's hanging out with Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Yukio. Shout out to Yukio.
Shout out Yukio. I hope she's in 3. I hope she's the main character. I hope all the trailers were just trolling us.
I really hope I hope that every character except for T.J. Miller and Domino, who we already know are in it.
TJ Miller.
Wait, Domino's not in it?
Yeah, I think she said she isn't, and TJ Miller definitely isn't. I don't know. I guess she just wasn't.
So sad. I wanted. Why isn't TJ Miller? TJ Miller.
Because TJ Miller and Ryan Reynolds hate each other now.
Oh shit! Ryan Reynolds is a hater.
Real.
I can't believe it took so long.
So Deadpool joins the X-Men, and he meets a kid at the mutant school named Russell, aka Fire Fist, and
aka Riley.
He's very angry because he's been abused by the council of the school.
Hey, you don't have to share your personal story, bro. We can just go over the broad strokes.
Jesus Christ. And he goes violent. So the X-Men have to stop him. And Deadpool comes along, but things go awry when he decides to kill one of the school counselors because he finds out they've been abusing him. So both Deadpool and Russell go to jail. And they're in jail, and that sucks for them. But then a guy from the future shows up, wants to kill the kid, because in the future the kid becomes a supervillain and kills his wife and daughter. So in a big fight, Deadpool ends up escaping from prison, and he builds a team to save Russell from the evil future man, who's not actually evil at all. But in a big twist, he ends up having to team up with the future guy, and they together have to defeat Juggernaut after fucking.
Is that a twist?
Russell,
I never interpreted that as a twist.
After Russell breaks him out of jail, and it's a whole big shenanigan fest, lots of blood and gore and death and destruction, and Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds making silly jokes, and that's the movie.
Yeah.
So, Centipede, I seem to recall you have some negative opinions about this film.
I rewatched this film today. I wasn't able to rewatch all 3 versions like I wanted to because I had some complications with my stomach. However, I watched the theatrical cut and the Christmas cut.
Oh my god, the one you didn't watch is the extended version I didn't watch either. Why? You needed to watch that one so you would know what was in it.
I have seen it. I've seen it like 5 times.
Okay.
but like, I think the extended cut is slightly superior to the theatrical cut, but it's not like night and day or anything. So I originally loved this movie, but then after a little bit, after a few rewatches, after falling in love with the first movie, I really fucking hated it, and I watched it today, and I am very conflicted.
Oh.
I definitely like it more than I used to. Though I still think it is the far inferior film in comparison to the first movie. Like, not even close. But there, and a lot of it, like this is a tale of two movies. Half of it is really boring and shitty and too long and really ugly and fucking bad. And then the other half is just classic, great Deadpool action. It's just like more Deadpool, more of the first movie, basically, except with a slightly larger budget and more characters.
I feel like what you interpret as bad, I interpret as like good. Like, we have a kind of night and day opinion on this movie where you're like, I don't like the parts where it's not just wacky, silly Deadpool running around. And I'm like, I kind of do like those parts because it's like character stuff and I like it and it's good, I think.
The fucking kid
is
extremely annoying. He's
annoying, but I like his story.
I mean, I like his story is fine, but like, I could never...
Wait, Ransom, what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
You have a high self-esteem. Let me just put it that way.
Oh, I'm the kid because he's fat and has diabetes. Shit, I should have known.
And ugly.
True.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Oh man! All right. Honestly, so I watched this movie the first time, and I thought it was nowhere near as good as the first. I would bet that was colored a little bit by the fact that my mother felt the same way because we watched it together. Because we watched the first one together, and this time I watched it again. I'm almost debating it against the first one.
Holy shit!
That's how much I liked it now. Like, I don't think it's better. I think it's either the same or a little worse. But like, maybe it's better. There's just a lot. There's a lot to love about this movie.
Tell us some of the stuff you love.
I thought that for some reason I didn't remember it having as many Deadpool funny moments, which it did. It had more than I remembered. I think the emotional core was good. I was enthralled with Deadpool's character arc in this movie. I almost cried near the end when he's on the other side talking to Vanessa. I got welled up a little bit. Even though maybe I would have been pushed over the edge if I didn't know about the fucking post-credit scene, which kind of ruins everything a little bit.
I don't think so. I think it's fine. Because I thought Vanessa's death was so fucking like embarrassing from a writing standpoint that completely reversing it was total. Okay. So this is what happens, right? Vanessa, great, strong character in the first movie, fucking awesome. Second movie, Deadpool fights this random fucking gang of guys, whatever, and they're like chasing after him because he's a fuckboy or something. And he gets home and they watch Yentl and he says, "Family was always an F word to me," with very sad music.
Don't mock him like that.
That's a horrible line. That's a horrible line.
That line made me fucking like I think
like
that's
14-year-old like
cringe.
fanfic.
A little cringe. I can agree.
They watched Yentl and called it porn. That's pretty funny.
What the fuck is Yentl?
It's a classic, dude. Fucking Yentl, the movie they watched on the couch. But then Deadpool just has like his Deadpool sense go off. And he can sense that the gang is coming back. And he magically senses it just too late to stop all of them. And
he seems to have like just enhanced senses in general. So I can believe he hears them like walking down the hall, whereas Vanessa doesn't.
Yeah, but that's a thing that you would put in the editing of the film. You can't just make it so that it's like, oh, they're here now. Deadpool just magically knew that they were there.
What, they have to hand everything to you, Centipede? What are you, fucking 9? You don't know how to fucking... You don't know how to attain subtext?
Yes.
How old are you canonically now? How long ago was the Juno review? You're like 2?
Okay, Riley, you're saying that they need to have some subtlety whenever they have a line that says "family was always an F word for me." Pick a lane. Pick a lane.
Fair enough.
And yeah, the fucking she like dies, and it's like, and he's like, no, and okay, I just don't. They literally, as Frank Savage, it's over. It's fucking over. What the fuck? Fred Savage said in the PG-13 cut, they literally just fucking fridged Vanessa, which is true. That's what they did. Wait,
so Vanessa, you're making it out like Vanessa should have fucking fought her way out of the situation. She wasn't like a warrior in the first movie. She was
I don't think she should have fought
damsel in distress, but she was not.
I know, but it's just like she's in the movie for like 5 seconds, and the only things she does in the movie
is about Deadpool's struggle with death. That's the catalyst for the story.
But there are other characters that aren't just like that are there and do things, like have a character. Like Vanessa, us liking Vanessa exclusively hinges upon us having seen the first movie. Like, if I saw this movie,
sequel.
If I saw this movie, I would not give a fuck about Vanessa. She just shows up and she's like,
you don't have to care about Vanessa. You have to care about Wade, who cares about Vanessa.
I just don't like it when movies just bring in characters and then kill them, and
it's a sequel. She's in the first movie.
Half of her character now is that she dies.
So actually the whole character, if you're taking this movie as a standalone, it is kind of like, okay, love interest, okay, cool. They have some cute, like witty moments for 5 minutes before she dies, which is fine. That's what it's intended. But our connection with her is from the first movie. So you get a little bit more if you actually watch the first movie, but it's passable as like a love interest dies in first 5 minutes.
I just think it's shitty, and I just don't like that trope of like characters that are brought in just to die and make you sad.
Well, Centipede,
and they don't really have much of a character.
Just make sure you never watch a sequel to a slasher movie. Because they always have that trope where the chick who survives. Okay, just keep talking over me. That's fine.
Yep. Make sure you never watch any slasher movie except Halloween, because they're all bad.
Okay, Centipede. Centipede is wrong. Jason X is one of my top 10 movies of all time.
Hell yeah! I do like the shitty sequels. Those ones are funny.
See, yes, exactly.
I'm just talking about the acclaimed ones, like the original Friday the 13th or the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
The original Nightmare on Elm Street's great. What?
It's fucking mid. It's just a mid horror movie.
And you can't hear me and Crow Royalty review the second one because I let the Craig link expire and that episode died forever.
Halloween
pretty
2 is
iconic.
actually legitimately good.
Wait, so you think the second one is not only
Alright,
better than the
alright.
first
No, I
one,
haven't
but the
seen-
first
I
one
haven't
is
seen
bad
Nightmare
and the
on
second
Elm
one is
Street.
good?
We're getting
No,
a
I
little
haven't
off
seen
track
Nightmare.
here.
I'm just saying Halloween 2.
Oh, Halloween
Like-
2. I thought you said Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
No, I haven't seen any of the sequels to Nightmare on Elm Street, but Halloween 2 is legitimately a pretty good sequel. But anyways, yeah, I don't really... The fact that Vanessa was brought back is fine to me. I don't really, I don't see why you have no problem with the other things that she does just to advance the plot, but you have a problem with the other things that happen to her just to advance the plot.
And I do?
You said that you have a problem with her being brought back for the third movie.
Yes, because she's not needed for the third movie. What she does for the plot in this movie is like emotionally
I
satisfying. And then
want
they
to
just
see her
ruin
do
everything.
something again.
And I've heard rumors about what she does in the third movie, and I fucking hate it. And I really hope
No
they're not
spoilers.
true.
Is she gonna become a superhero? Because that would be sick.
I can't spoil it. Random Candor said no spoilers.
Yeah.
Just no spoilers.
If she does become like a Lady Deadpool, that would be so fucking cool.
That would be sick, but you can tell it's not that because I said I would hate the thing that they had said.
True. Stop spoiling by omission. Okay? Anyways, so Centipede, tell us more about why you don't like Vanessa in this movie.
That's basically it. Like, she doesn't have any big flaws as a character. She's just not really a character in this movie.
Yeah, she is. She's a prop. So she dies, and then what? And then what? Centipede.
And then he goes out and hugs the dude, and then they die. Very sad. By the way, spoilers for Deadpool 2. If you don't want spoilers for Deadpool 2, get the fuck out.
I thought this was Deadpool 4.
This is a
Deadpool
spoilers
4.
implied podcast, okay? If
Then
you don't
why
want
do we give a
spoilers, don't
synopsis
listen
at
to
the
a review.
beginning?
Because we operate under the assumption that we have two types of audience members. People who have seen the movie and people who don't care to see the movie and just want to hear the podcast. So for that second group, we just give them a little summary of what we're talking about. So it's not nothing to them.
I see. Okay. Fair. But yeah, so they hug each other in the street and they get fucking run over. And then Deadpool joins the X-Men in the first scene in the movie that I think is just amazing. Everything with him in the X-Men house, whatever it's called, I forgot.
The X-Mansion?
Yeah. Is that what it's called?
I believe so.
Alright, everything with that is fucking gold. When he's like, well, that's the old white men on the walls. I forgot to bring my rape whistle.
That's pretty good.
He knocks over the statue and he's like, that statue was already broken.
Yeah. And it's a goofy, fun time, and I enjoy it. And that brings me to like the thing. The reason I'm so conflicted on this movie, because the parts that I like are the parts that are just more Deadpool. But I kind of don't want just more Deadpool. What I want is more in the vein of the extended cut, which is just Deadpool 1, but we have money now, so we're just going fucking insane. Like,
Wait, did they make an extended cut of Deadpool 1 where they put more money into it?
No, I'm talking about the extended cut of Deadpool 2.
Oh.
Is like that. Like, there's just like a 20-minute long montage of just fucking, like, insane fight scenes at the beginning of the extended cut. And it's great.
That's so fucked. Why was that not in the movie?
Because I think that... See, the thing with this movie is 2 hours, a little too long, in my opinion, for this movie. I don't know if it needed to be 2 hours. I think it could have been the same runtime as the first movie.
I don't know. I don't know what I would cut.
Because they don't really. A lot of
what
it
would you cut? What would you
really
cut?
fleshed out. I would just. I don't know. It's just I feel like they could have cut down, like some of the like prison shit. Like I don't know if we needed all the prison shit.
The prison fight was cool.
I think not the prison fight, but like the shit before the prison fight.
The like 1 second where they talk in their cell.
No, there's like other maybe I'm literally confusing it with the extended cut, even though I only watched the theatrical cut today. But I feel like I distinctly remember like a long scene of like them talking to like a couple scenes of them talking to people in the jail.
No, I think it goes right from just like Wade and Russell talking in the cell to the prison fight.
I see. Well, then maybe my problem is that a lot of this movie is fucking boring.
I don't think so.
The entire Russell plotline, anytime it's just Russell, I don't care at all. I am bored.
I care about Russell.
Wait, what bores you about Russell? What bores you about Russell?
He's just annoying and shitty.
You just have bias against diabetic people, you bigot.
That is true.
He's right here.
But like Cable is just fucking Cable is like I don't know how I feel about Cable because on the one hand his presence is really funny. Like, just him by himself, like, not even interacting with Deadpool. He is fucking hilarious.
Why is he funny?
His outfit with the leather bodysuit and the fanny pack, and when he's traveling through time and he does his Venom trailers, Tom Hardy screaming thing, where it's like, Mah! Every time he travels through time is fucking great. But at the same time, there are parts where he like makes jokes, and that shit is not funny at all, and is also like weird. And like, why is Cable joking about dubstep? What? Well,
that's just a comeback. When you're the bad guy and the hero makes a quip at you, you kind of want to make a comeback.
No, I mean later in the movie when he's like, "Well, I guess dubstep never dies."
Because he brings it back up because it's a callback.
It's called a callback. Don't you know?
Yeah,
comedy?
jeez.
I don't like that he makes like quips, like funny Deadpool quips.
Yeah, that's valid.
I
think every character doesn't have to be freaking Deadpool, LOLXD, wink at the camera.
And he's not.
I think just the
he's
fact
not
that he
most of the time, but just like. If you have to interact with Deadpool, you kind of want to go to his level a little bit.
No,
like, you don't
I disagree.
That
I disagree. I think it ruins the whole. Exactly, it ruins the whole. It makes it all Marvel fucking bullshit.
If I was fighting Deadpool, I'd want to throw a couple quips back.
The whole point is that Deadpool is an annoying asshole, and everyone in the Marvel universe thinks he's an annoying asshole. That's the entire point of Deadpool.
And this guy is sent back in time. Whatever, to kill this guy is the whole mission, and then what? Now he's palling around with this guy. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna my personality to adapt to this random guy that I actually stopped me from my mission." It doesn't make sense, Riley. It doesn't make sense. Exactly.
Deadpool is a factor he wasn't even expecting. He was back to Russell.
So when faced with that unexpected factor, he just devolved into just like LARPing as the guy that he just met. No, Riley. People with strong characters have a sense of identity. They don't just mold.
It's not LARPing. Cable doesn't quip the whole movie. He just throws a couple quips back at Deadpool,
which ruins his character.
Yeah, I think that's annoying and shit. I don't like that.
I really liked Cable. I don't appreciate this Cable slander that's going on here.
I'm sorry for facts. Facts don't care about your feelings, Riley.
Yeah.
As our hero Ben Shapiro once said.
Yes.
Good rhyme.
Friend of the show.
Oh, the hero Ben Shapiro. Wow.
Friend of a show.
But yeah, so I'm not crazy about Cable.
I like him. It's too bad he's probably not going to be in the franchise anymore because
I'm totally fine with that.
Because this was
He's
pre
not-
MCU, and they casted Josh Brolin, who played Thanos, as Cable.
Cable is not interesting enough for me to care about him, whether or not he's in future movies.
Although Josh Brolin was portraying a purple alien in the MCU, so perhaps they could bring him back to play Cable, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
I mean, they completely changed the actor for the Hulk and said nothing about it. So
yeah,
and
what's it look like?
I didn't watch fucking She-Hulk, dude. I don't care.
They don't actually explain it. They just have a joke about it where Bruce Banner's like, "I was a completely different guy back then." Literally.
Yeah.
He said literally?
I think he might have. I don't remember.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of Cable ass shit that we don't need in a Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
Deadpool's already like fourth wall kind of witty, so we don't need to inject some generic bullshit into it.
I will say that I think
it works on two levels though, because in universe he's a different guy because now he can control Hulk. Whereas,
but why would he say literally?
Yeah, Riley, stop.
Because he was Hulk back then, and now he's just Bruce Banner who can turn into the Hulk muscles.
That's cope.
But that's Hulk not literal.
Guy.
Cope.
But he's not Hulk. He's Bruce Banner. Maybe if he was playing the Hulk. Maybe if he was, like, in his Hulk fucking thing.
He was in the Hulk form when he said it.
Oh, that's really funny, then. Fucking the Hulk comes in. I was a different guy back then. It's a fucking, like... Is there a scene with, like, Hulk talking to his therapist?
No, this is Hulk talking to She-Hulk, I believe.
Rip. But I think that's a signifier of, like, Marvel just doesn't really care as much anymore. Like, they'll just do fucking whatever.
I don't know. Deadpool and Wolverine seems like it's going to be pretty cool, besides one particular aspect that might be true.
Deadpool 3, I am expecting it to be like a Marvel movie where you watch it once and it's fucking awesome and it's a super fun time and you never watch it again.
Like the Spider-Man movies, the last Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly like the last Spider-Man movie.
I suppose I've only watched the last Spider-Man once, but I plan to watch it again.
Like, if you rewatch that shit, you start realizing, like, oh...
I've rewatched Spider-Man Homecoming like 6 times, though.
Yes, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Completely different piece. The third one, the whole thing is the shock and the idea of how they wrapped up the story, all this stuff, the kind of twist ending at the end of reboot. If you rewatch it again, you will not kind of run the risk of, actually I appreciate it in a different light. It'll only be negative. It'll only tank your review.
Spider-Man, I already reviewed Spider-Man No Way Home on an old movie review podcast. Spider-Man No Way Home round 2. We're doing it.
Here's what I watched Spider-Man No Way Home once, and I was like, this is the most awesome movie ever, and I gave it a 9 out of 10. And then I rewatched it, and I was like, oh, the first 2 acts are actually kind of shitty and boring and slow.
Mm-hmm.
And when Toby and Andrew come in, it's kind of just like a Super Bowl ad.
No, fuck you. Fuck you. Andrew was literally the best character in that movie. They got a lot.
It didn't feel like 3 Spider-Mans. It felt like Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. No, maybe it felt like Spider-Man. Maybe it felt like 2 Spider-Mans and Tobey Maguire. Tobey didn't get much, but Andrew did.
Andrew definitely felt like it just Andrew Garfield. Like, he was great at acting. I think that might have to do with the fact that when I watched it, I had like a huge crush on Andrew Garfield.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Toby's the GOAT. But yeah, Toby was very much sort of the, and I think maybe that they tried to make it like, he's older now, so he's more Peter than Spider-Man, but he wasn't in character. I guess because the original Toby Spider-Man didn't really have much. He was just kind of a nice guy, soft-spoken, and now he's the oldest, so he has to talk more. But he didn't really have much kind of edge to him. He didn't have much characterization in the first place. He's a blank slate.
Fun
We should have
fact.
gotten Bully Maguire back.
Yeah.
I saw, yeah.
The piece of venom that falls off of Tom Hardy should have found its way onto Tobey Maguire, and he just turns into Bully Maguire.
Bully Maguire need the trilogy.
Let's go.
This is true. But like
I keep hearing Spider-Man 4's happening. With
yeah,
Tobey
they
Maguire.
said. Do you not know that they ordered 2 more trilogies?
Wait. For
One
Andrew and Tobey?
Or not Toby, fucking with Tom Holland.
Oh, with Tom Holland, I knew another trilogy was coming.
They ordered 2 more.
Oh,
No, that's not happening. Even
No,
another trilogy is gonna.
I had heard that a Sony Spider-Man 4 starring Tobey Maguire is happening.
That would be fucking sick. Anything made by Sony is at least slightly entertaining.
How do you feel about Morbius, Centipede?
Almost everything. Morbius, the amount of joy we all got from just the existence of Morbius.
I don't know why I'm saying this. I liked Morbius.
Yeah, you liked Morbius.
You would.
Like everything Sony is like the
I liked American Psycho
company
too,
in the
what do I
world.
know?
Rad. American Psycho. The only reason people hate.
How are you comparing those two?
That's just like my famous example of a movie everybody else hates that I like. Is that I like
American Psycho.
American Psycho.
No, American Psycho 2.
American Psycho 2.
Oh.
The only reason that people hate American Psycho 2 so much is because it's just not American Psycho 2.
It's called American Psycho 2, yeah.
Like if it was just called All American Psycho or whatever, All American Girl, fucking, then I think it would have had a much different reception.
They unceremoniously kill off Patrick Bateman at the beginning of that movie, like
hell yeah. Bro, imagine Breaking Bad 2 comes out and it's just stars like Megan Fox and just there's no connection. Like that's like American Psycho 2.
We find out that she kills Jesse Pinkman at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, she kills Jesse at the beginning of the movie. Yeah.
It was who was the girl? It was Meg from Family Guy, right?
Yeah, Mila Kunis.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why she
Meg
did it.
from Family Guy.
Of that
anyway,
70s show fame.
Back to Deadpool 2. The thing is, like, the X-Force part of this movie is the best shit ever. Everything involving the X-Force is amazing. Like, that entire plot line from beginning to end is fantastic. Like, everything from, like, the fucking auditions to the fact that they all die immediately.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I'm glad that he saved, what's his name? Jared
Peter?
Or some shit? Peter.
Yeah. It's so funny that Peter was, like, a huge part of the ad campaign for this movie.
Is he?
Yes. When it came out, there were, like, tons of trailers that were, like, Deadpool, fucking Colossus, Juggernaut, and Peter, like...
That's really good.
That's good.
I gotta leave the room for a couple minutes. In the meantime,
okay.
Be funny.
All right. Now let's actually have some entertainment. Okay, what
right.
else? What was good about the X-Force
Yeah.
plotline?
Fuck Riley. We're just gonna keep doing the review. That's basically all I have to say. It's just really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Domino is a fantastic character. I'm very sad that she won't be in the next movie.
Why was she a good character?
She's like, well, okay, first of all, she's like, she's really cute.
She's okay.
Her luck power is fun. She's a very attractive woman.
Hold up, I never realized that fucking the It Clown, Zeitgeist,
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know he was in that. I'm watching it right now. But what the fuck?
Yeah, Zeitgeist.
Skarsgård.
Fucking great.
Anyways, I didn't like Zazie Beetz in that movie. I thought she was just cringe.
Aw.
She's like, I'm just lucky.
But she's really hot.
She's so sad.
But she's hot, though.
She's all right. Not hotter than Vanessa.
No.
Is Vanessa from Smallville or no? She's not Kristen Crook, is she?
I don't think so. Marina Baccarin.
What else is she in? Oh, she was in Firefly. That's it.
Ah, okay. I thought it was really cute at the end of the movie when she, like, jumped up to kiss Wade.
What do you think about what's his name? The canceled guy, Erlich Bachman.
TJ Miller?
Yeah. How was he in the movie?
More tolerable than he was in the first one.
You didn't like him in the first one?
No.
Hmm.
He was the only thing that I didn't like about the first movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I just can't fucking stand TJ Miller. Like,
Even in Silicon Valley? Or
I
Office Christmas
haven't-
Party?
I have not seen either.
So what else have you
Can't
seen
lie
him
on
in?
that. I've just, like, whenever like James, he's like James Corden. Like, I haven't seen anything with James Corden, but I just know I don't like him from all of the clips of him I've seen.
Sounds like a racist, bro.
Against white people?
Against Redditor looking guys.
Okay.
Are we talking about Cable's racism?
No, we're talking about James Corden and TJ Miller and how they're
good.
both equally annoying.
How dare you? TJ Miller's great.
Despite him never, despite her never actually seeing. Oops, misgendered.
I haven't, yeah, but have you sat down and watched James Corden films?
No.
But I never claimed to be an expert.
Are you a fan of James Corden?
No.
James Corden is the type of guy that they had in mind when they made Cable make these witty little jokes. They were like, let's please James Corden and Riley's of the world.
Like, I just see him, and I'm like, fuck you.
James
I've seen
Corden
him in
or TJ
Cloverfield.
Miller?
Both.
Oh, fuck you.
Like, I've seen him in Cloverfield, too. That's another thing I've seen him in. Terrible in that movie. He, like, almost ruined that movie, because he's so fucking annoying.
Listen, TJ Miller, I've seen him in 3 things and listened to him on a radio show. All great.
I can't deal with his voice. I can't deal with his face.
Seen him in Deadpool 1 and 2, very good.
Yeah, he's also in Big Hero 6.
He's also
like,
in
the worst fucking character in that movie.
He's in Office Christmas Party, that was good.
I have not seen Office Christmas Party.
You didn't watch, neither of you guys have seen Silicon Valley?
No.
Holy, you guys are missing out. So he's great in that, but like that one is the epitome of him. He's good because he's almost like a Will Ferrell character. Like he's so abrasive and annoying.
I don't like Will Ferrell either.
That's
what? Come on, Centipede just doesn't like fun. That's what I'm learning today.
If I didn't like fun, I would be one of those people that says Deadpool is just a superhero movie that acknowledges that it's bad.
Who said that?
Everyone. Go on the internet. It's like every Letterboxd review of Deadpool.
I was just making sure that wasn't an Endless Jest quote or something.
No. Yeah, Deadpool is Deadpool 1. I was just thinking back to it. I haven't rewatched it in a bit, but I was thinking back to it because I remember it extremely well since I've seen it. Do you remember like the 3 weeks or so where I literally watched Deadpool every day?
I don't recall that arc. No.
Why would I recall that?
I think I just remember you joking about it.
Sounds
Wait,
like
no,
something
you
you would do.
You were joking about that with Horseshoe Finale. That's
There
but
was a
I
week.
watched.
There was
Yeah,
a week
I
where
have.
I watched Juno every day.
Yeah, but there was like a month where I watched Deadpool every day, and it just kept getting better for me. And I was thinking back on it, and I was like thinking about how much I fucking love that movie, and how it's Tim Miller is a visionary genius. He's fucking awesome. His idea for Deadpool 2 was literally the exact thing that I wanted Deadpool 2 to be, but fucking Ryan Reynolds didn't want that to be it, and so he like left, and they got fucking David Leitch to fucking. I will say, as much as I I don't like Deadpool 2 nearly as much as everyone else does, but it is by far the best David Leitch movie I've seen.
Wait, is Deadpool 2
Compared
highly
to-
regarded? I had always
Yeah.
heard that it was regarded as worse than the first one pretty unanimously.
No,
It's unanimously
everyone
worse
likes
than-
it more.
No, it's unanimously thought of as worse than the first movie, but the first movie is quite well liked, so it doesn't mean that it's a bad movie.
I don't think
That's fair.
think so. Every review I've seen, I was like, whoa, when anyone said that the first movie was better. I think the only people were like fucking Chris Stuckman and Jeremy Johns. But everyone else is like, oh, it's like Deadpool 1, but it doesn't look quite as shitty. So that means it's better. But yeah, it is definitely the best David Leitch movie I've seen.
So on Wikipedia, it says Metacritic gave it 66 out of 100, and Rotten Tomatoes is 84% with average rating of 7.1. One Chicago Tribune said that, hey, it's actually more Deadpool. It's actually a little bit funnier and more inventive. But everyone else is basically saying, like, yeah, it's pretty good for a sequel.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard most of the people I've heard talk about it.
Because they're trying to make views by giving a controversial opinion.
I don't know. I feel like people were really pissed at the people that said the first movie was better.
Like, were you on one Reddit thread?
I was in the comments section of those videos.
Centipede just ran in the not good crowds.
Mm-hmm.
In the not good crowd.
In the not good crowds.
This crowd, it's not good.
Not a good crowd.
Nice.
So yeah, I am extremely excited for 3. Even though it's being directed by the fucking.
I hate that I can't talk
director.
about what I might hypothetically know about Deadpool 3.
DM it to me.
Yeah, don't say it.
Well, I don't know if it's real though. It could be fake. It's just something I
DM it
heard.
to me. I don't know. Tell me.
Just DM Insight.
I also sent you an epic, hilarious thing, I think. Did I? Yeah.
Probably not.
So you circled all of the Deadpool movies in Death Note, and then because you looked up DEA and then you circled DAA and wrote minerals as a reference to Hank from Breaking Bad, I assume.
Dude. My fucking I've literally my mom, both of my parents have now been consumed by the Breaking Bad brain rot that I have put upon them. Like any time Walt goes Jesse in the show, everyone starts laughing.
Cute, wholesome.
And every time Hank says minerals,
I just DM'd
Wait, that
Centipede the
sounds
information.
hilarious. That sounds so funny.
No spoilers.
It's not. I hate it.
I guess I won't say any spoilers, but I will just say cuck pool.
Mm.
I hope that's true, and I hope we see IShowSpeed as Black Wolverine and
Hell
Wong
yeah.
returning as Wong. What was that one? Spider?
Wong has transcended his true identity. He just is Wong now.
Yeah, Benedict. They cast Benedict Wong as Benedict Cumberbatch plays Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange's butt buddy Wong is played by Benedict Wong.
Wait, is his real name Benedict Wong, or is that a meme?
Yes.
I thought that was a meme.
No, that's his real name.
Oh my god, I didn't know.
What's that one Spider-Man No Way Home poster that is just Wong?
Oh yeah, Wong is in that movie.
There's a
Wong, you're invited to my
Spider-Man
wedding.
poster.
The wedding that never happened. Rest in peace. What did happen? We just didn't see it.
So cool. Such a cool.
He what? You cut out. Your mic like killed itself
Benedict
for a second,
Wong.
and it's doing it again.
No.
There she goes, folks. There she goes.
Am I back? Am I back?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a shitty joke. I don't even remember what it was. Whatever. Move on.
Rest in peace.
Rip. I sent you the Wong poster for Spider-Man No Way Home. I'll put it
All right,
in
let's get on with the
recording chat.
podcast.
We took a Wong turn.
I'll put it in. I put it in recording chat.
All right. So, anyways,
Listen, this is relevant. Deadpool's an MCU character now, which means Wong is relevant. Do you think Wong will be in Deadpool 3?
Oh god, I hope.
No. Honestly, knowing like Deadpool's like kind of reddity sense of humor, I wouldn't be surprised if Wong is in it just for Deadpool to be like, "Oh my god, it's Wong! I love Wong."
I don't think that's a big enough meme to happen. I think it would literally have to be written by people that love that obscure meme.
And then he sees Ned from the Spider-Man movies, and he's like, "Is that the CEO of Sex?"
Yeah. Yeah.
But are there any other particular aspects we'd like to discuss before we? Oh, I mean, there's Deadpool's almost death, and then Cable has to sacrifice his way home
with the really cute fucking the medallion from the their fucking escapades in the first movie, right?
You mean the fucking shit skee ball token?
Yeah. The skee ball token. There you go.
The
I didn't know what that was when I watched it. When I watched Once Upon a Deadpool when I was 8. So I just figured that it was like like a penny or something, and they're just very powerful.
Do they cut the scene where he gives it to Vanessa and he's like, "It's skee ball token"?
Maybe I was just dumb. I don't know. Once Upon a Deadpool, I have some things to say about actually.
So you watched Once Upon a Deadpool. I've always been curious about it. I've never watched it. What's going on in Once Upon a Deadpool?
So the first half of Once Upon a Deadpool is totally worth it. Like it's Deadpool 2, but like every 5 minutes it cuts to Fred Savage shitting on the movie, and it's great.
What?
But then that just
I just looked it up a bit. Insight, you're an idiot. So the pitch is that it's basically a reformatted Deadpool 2.
Yeah, I know.
And
it's
you
like,
know, Princess Bride.
But let me explain. Let me fucking go on.
No, I'm talking right now, Centipede. So
yeah, Random has the talking stick.
in Princess Bride, it's like the bedtime story for a kid, right? Fred Savage plays the kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this movie
Deadpool
is kind of
kidnaps
talking
him.
to an hey Centipede, shut the fuck up. So then Deadpool is reading the kind of story to Fred Savage, who's an adult
Who's an
now,
adult man
LOLXD.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like every 5 minutes, it just cuts to Fred Savage shitting all over Deadpool 2 and making legitimately, like, actual good criticisms. And then it just kind of stops. Like, it just peters out, and we see, like, very little of Fred Savage. Like, there's, like, 1 or 2 more segments in, like, the second half of the movie. It's mostly just a TV edit of Deadpool 2. It's just a very oddly constructed thing. But there's a very cute post-credits scene that is, like, a tribute to Stan Lee.
That's nice.
That's nice.
No Stan Lee cameos in the Deadpool movies. That's surprising.
Not... What?
Or was he in it and I didn't pay attention?
There's
Was he
a
in the
cameo
extended
in
cut,
both.
maybe? What? Where?
In the first movie, he's a DJ at the strip club, and he's like, "Hey, everybody, give it up for..." And like,
No, I remember that now. I haven't seen the
stripper.
first one in years. But where was he in this one?
There's a mural. There's a huge mural with his face.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't want to do it in person because he didn't sign on to have the cameo in the first movie. They just put him in.
How did they
his
get him as a
consent.
DJ?
Because they just had him at the Marvel offices or something, and they were
like,
just
"Can you
like,
be a DJ real quick?" No.
and they were just like, "Can you say this for me?" And then they like green screened him in,
Wow.
and
He
he
didn't
was like
want to
really
be in
mad.
Deadpool?
He was just mad that they didn't tell him that he was going to be a stripper DJ.
He made Stripperella. I'm sure he wouldn't have minded. Gotta tell him.
Why would they dupe him like that? Why not just say, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do"?
I don't
Out in
know.
a busy
Stan Lee.
club and then stick him in a strip club after. That's kind of rude, disrespectful.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Deadpool 2. Are we going to do our wrap-up questions now? Or do
Sure.
you guys have anything else to say?
we can do our wrap-up questions now.
I like that Random Candor barely gave any input of his own thoughts on the movie and just
wait
roasted
a
us
minute.
for our opinions.
Ranger Kindor, what did you think about this movie?
It was mid.
Wow. Oh.
Good review. All right, let's do our wrap-up questions.
Okay. Random Kindor, who was your favorite character in the film?
Depender.
Shout out to Dopender.
Who else?
He was great in this movie.
Yeah, he's probably the best character in both movies.
Yeah.
I'm glad he
not
gets
really,
to kill the awful pedophile guy at the end.
Yeah, not really many other good characters. My point of view. What's his name? T.J. Miller. Always classic.
Great character.
Oh, by the way, you didn't hear, but Random doesn't like Domino.
What?
Yeah, Domino's trash.
How? Why?
Cables.
He doesn't think she's hot.
Medium.
How? Listen, I got snow fever over here, okay? I got a type, and she doesn't fit in it, but she's still hot.
She's okay.
Okay.
Great stimulating questions, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, no other really good characters. Like Negasonic Teenage Warhead is kind of funny, but mainly
Yukio,
because carries
Peter.
over from the first one.
Shout out to Yukio.
Zero on both.
Peter?
It's kind of like Yukio's kind of like an offensive stereotype, to be honest.
What?
Well, how? Because she has pink hair? And she says hi?
Like Japanese kawaii token girl.
Okay. I don't know.
How many lines does she have that aren't highway?
Can't make that joke.
Like 3?
None.
No, she says I like him. She
Probably
says,
that's it then.
By Wade at one point.
Okay, then 2.
Shit.
All right. So yeah, no
All right.
really good characters.
Okay.
The new fat guy is whatever.
Ken?
Oh, you mean Peter or
No.
Russell?
Yeah, Russell.
Random. This is who is
Russell.
your favorite character? This is not go over all the characters and give us your thoughts.
Well, he said
And
the
I'm-
only good character was Dopinder, and we asked him for elaboration.
And TJ Miller. And then
That's
you asked
fair.
me about Domino.
But Centipede,
Anyways,
who's your favorite
okay.
character?
Any other questions?
Well,
Not
okay,
yet.
so
Gandor. Centipede, who's your favorite character?
I mean, it's it's the obvious answer, but I gotta go with Deadpool since he's like just the most entertaining presence, and whenever he's on screen, I am at least interested.
What was the difference between Deadpool in this movie and the first one?
None.
Yeah. So I kind of found it was like, okay, if you're gonna do another movie, try to have something, not just more Deadpool, say the exact same jokes and the
Well,
same
he went through like an emotional arc in
You
this
want him to
movie.
be like a new guy?
I want him to
You
have
want
new
him to be
jokes.
like a
He kinda
stoic
becomes a new
villain
guy.
now?
I want him to be funny.
He learns the value of family and fucking has to grieve the death of his girlfriend until it's all ruined by the post-credit scene, which we didn't really talk about, by the way. That's something we meant to circle back to.
Yeah, we did. We did. We had a little convo about it.
Not really. We didn't get into it.
Go
Whatever.
ahead, Riley.
Unless it was while I was in the bathroom.
Go ahead, Riley.
I was really annoyed by the post-credit scene. I think it kind of ruins the whole movie's like emotional core. That Vanessa just gets to come back. The rest of it was funny. The rest of it was funny. But the fact that Vanessa just gets to come back feels cheap.
I like that Vanessa just comes back because it feels just as cheap as her dying.
And it feels just
It's
as cheap
not
as this
cheap
movie.
at all.
This movie is basically just a Deadpool extended cut, kind of more Deadpool part 2.
No,
and getting the
that's
extended
the only
release.
good part
Centipede,
of the
shut
movie.
the fuck up. So what basically looping back and basically saying, yeah, nothing actually changed from the start is kind of meta in the way of, hey, actually, yeah, this movie doesn't matter.
Yeah,
which is why it's mid.
pretty funny.
And that's a good thing.
But yeah, this is I don't really like the parts where it's not just more Deadpool. Because they tried to go bigger a little bit, but like not totally. They didn't go like full on way bigger. And the parts where they do go bigger are the worst parts of the movie.
What do you mean?
So,
Give me an
I don't
example.
know. Just like all the
that's
shit
the
with
most broad
Russell
thing.
and Cable.
You suck.
The first movie is just Deadpool goes on adventures with Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead and shit. And in this movie, they introduce like all these new characters and have this big a bigger like message to the movie, sorta.
Do you think Deadpool is gonna call T.J. Miller an asshole in Deadpool 3?
I hope
to the
so.
camera.
like some 2.5 Men fucking like
the 2.5
winning
Men
shit.
finale.
Yeah. Dude, that's like my favorite episode of television in history.
It's so... You see, I understand why. From an ironic perspective, it's Chef's Kiss. But as somebody who actually likes 2.5 Men, it really sucks to me that they wasted their finale to just say fuck you to Charlie Sheen for 45 minutes.
No, it's not. No. It's not just them saying fuck you to Charlie Sheen. It's mainly fuck you to the audience. With like a little bit of fuck you, Charlie Sheen.
Maybe a little fuck you to the audience. I feel like it's the opposite. There's definitely a little fuck you to the audience, but it's mostly fuck you to Charlie Sheen.
The entire point of the finale is 2.5 Men was always shit, and you are shit for liking it.
That's not true. What?
No, it's basically
Charlie Sheen's an asshole, and I'm gonna get revenge on him by making this episode.
No, basically, so it's a show for the audience, right, Riley? And everyone unanimously said, hey, it was better with Charlie Sheen, way better. It kind of died after he died. So it was get back to the audience of like, fuck this guy that you guys like and want it back so bad. So yeah, it was a mini fuck you Charlie Sheen, but it was a major audience fuck you.
You see,
Two and a Half Men.
I like Ashton Kutcher in 2.5 Men, so I feel bad
Better
that he
than
just kind
Charlie
of gets
Sheen?
shafted.
Better than Charlie Sheen.
I would say I like Charlie Sheen a little more, but it's not like night and day. Like I still like Ashton Kutcher almost just as much.
My thing with 2.5 Men is that it was always good because of like it's just so fascinating.
It was always popcorn.
Like it's not just popcorn, because if you actually, the thing with 2.5 Men is the writing is fucking great, but it's just not funny for some reason. And like you can't place your finger on it, but it's just not funny. And
The writing is not good.
so many of the jokes are like, you read them on paper and you're like, oh, that's funny. That's a funny gag. But then you watch it,
humor,
and you're like, oh, this is not funny.
I disagree. It is funny.
I think it's the definition of a show that you put on when you're eating something and you immediately stop as soon as your meal is done and miss nothing.
And
I binged the whole 9th season in a weekend once.
I binged the entire show. I was fascinated. And
how did you feel? How did you feel about Ashton Kutcher versus Charlie Sheen?
It's just such a mind fuck. Like the whole Ashton Kutcher thing. Like Charlie Sheen, they didn't even attempt to find someone like even slightly similar to Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, no, they turned it into a new sitcom, and I liked it though.
And
I like Walden.
It was like, what are we doing? What? And it becomes like the Big Bang Theory suddenly.
I think Walden is great. I'm like fully engrossed in Walden. They do kind of flander.
Are you
Walden, though?
Do you like the Big Bang Theory?
I don't hate it as much as everyone else does, but it's not like great.
A lot of people
that's the definition of Riely.
A lot of people really, really love the Big Bang Theory. Like it has like a shockingly high rating on IMDb. It has like an 8.7 or something.
Yeah, I mean, now we have Young Sheldon, which is infinitely better, so why even watch Big Bang Theory?
And now we have a new spin-off show?
Yeah,
I said,
it's just the big brother from Young Sheldon has his own show now.
As I said, this is Chuck Lorre's world. We're just living in it.
So true. So true. And he's got, he's still raking in royalties from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot he did that. Chuck Lorre is a god.
The original.
The Heroes in a Half Shell.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Chuck Lorre wrote
Chuck
that.
Lorre.
He co-wrote it.
Yeah, co-written, but
who else wrote it?
Dennis Challen Brown.
Literally who? Boo.
Literally. Did Dennis Challen Brown make Young Sheldon? I don't think so.
Yeah. Did Dennis Brown create the CGI scene from the 2.5 Men finale? I didn't think so.
He actually he did contribute to 2.5 Men from 2003 to 2015. So
okay, then maybe I'll give him a second thought.
But folks,
all right, who's your favorite character?
My favorite character. As much as I really want to give it to
Hi, Jim.
Yo, what up? It's Jim.
Yo, it's the Jim.
Yeah, it's Jim.
Demigloom, who was your favorite character in Deadpool 2?
I don't know who Demigloom is.
Oh, are you reviewing Deadpool 2 without me?
Yes.
LOL.
You don't want to do podcasts right now because of your phone mic. You told me.
Well, I said I didn't want to do podcasts. I never said anything about Deadpool 2 podcast.
All right, Riley, are we going to do this review or what?
Okay, random.
All right, let's get going. Welcome, everybody.
Maybe Demigloom said that about her phone mic, not Jim.
Oh, that's true.
Not Mr. Metokur.
Mr. Metokur's here, everybody.
Yeah.
Haha.
So my favorite.
Are you gonna say a bunch of slurs now that you're Mr. Metokur?
I mean, Demigloom said a lot of slurs the last time we reviewed a Deadpool movie.
It's true.
Was I on a Deadpool review?
Yeah,
you
crashed,
joined the
you
call,
crashed our
said the
Deadpool
F
review and
slur
said
several
faggot
times,
like 5
and then
times.
left the call while I was live on Twitch.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry.
I kind of remember.
And I wanted to edit it, but Riley wouldn't let me because there was a
I
tornado
edited it.
outside.
I edited it myself.
Yeah, I wanted to do a goofy, funny edit. I don't remember what it was, but it would have been funny.
I just put in a swear.
I doubt
it. But folks, my favorite character, as much as I want to say that it's TJ Miller, deep in my heart, it's obviously Deadpool. I mean, like, it's Wade Wilson, my main man Ryan Reynolds, keeping it together. This is another movie that's really a main character centric piece in a lot of ways, and I think it does it well. So, Mr. Deadpool gets the W from me. Now we got to kind of rapid fire because I got to be gone in like 5 minutes.
Also, rapid fire joke. The phone mic is better than Mr. Metokur's regular mic.
Centipede. Who was your favorite, or what was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene was the scene where everyone in the X-Force dies. Either that or the scene where Vanessa jumps up and kisses Deadpool. That was very cute.
My favorite scene was probably near the end where Deadpool talks to Vanessa from the other side, because very emotional. Some tears welled up. Deadpool had to go back to his family and leave his true love behind. And it was really emotional until the post-credit scene.
And then brought her back.
LOL! Yeah, until the post-credit scene ruined it, but it was still a great emotional scene. What about you, Random Candor? Who was your favorite scene?
Probably the scene when Vanessa died.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Fuck women.
They can't something to dick. They can't do arithmetic.
Alright, anyway. Rating out of 10. So
why don't I get to answer any of the questions?
Because you weren't here the whole time.
Let me cook. God damn it.
Okay. Mr. Metokur's favorite character is Cable because he's racist.
Featuring Mr. Metokur in the title.
Featuring Mr. Metokur. Put him in the thumbnail too.
All right, as we all know, Mr. Metokur, my favorite character is obviously Deadpool, Wade Wilson. Ryan Reynolds, I don't know whose idea that was, especially because Ryan Reynolds was cast as Deadpool before he was even like a funny Deadpool. But Ryan Reynolds just perfect casting for Deadpool. It's just perfect.
I don't know who thought of casting Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool 2.
Somebody who also thought about sewing his mouth shut later in the movie. So bad guy.
Really, a real visionary genius thought of casting Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool 4.
That's true.
Deadpool 4.
I meant like in fucking X-Men Origins Wolverine, they chose Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool.
Because Ryan Reynolds wanted to do it. Because he got like a letter, because he was in Blade 3.
Well,
he got letters.
Shut up! Book itself.
Shut up!
Comic book itself
and he got letters.
Like
he got
Ryan
letters.
Reynolds.
Yeah, he looks like French poodle
Shut up,
or some shit. And he got a bunch of letters from some guy and he sent him a bunch of Deadpool comics, and he was like, "Holy shit, this is literally me." And so that's the story.
All right, I have fucking 3 minutes. Demigloom, what's your favorite scene?
When he makes a dubstep reference like 5 times in the movie, starts playing, and they present it as if it's what the kids are talking about nowadays in 2018.
No, they don't, because at the end, what Deadpool says to the audience.
Riley, stop coping.
Deadpool says to the audience at the end of the movie when he's like telling them the story, he's like,
"Yeah, but he." Watching it.
Like this, what you're taking away from this, other than fucking Googling what the hell is dubstep. So he says that.
He addresses that like only adults are watching this movie because they left the kids at home for the high babysitter. So I think the joke was all the old guys don't know what dubstep is.
2018, because the script was written in like 2009 apparently. Before Deadpool 1 came out, they were writing, or before Deadpool 1 was even conceptualized. Or X-Men Origins, yeah.
Okay. Favorite fucking rating out of 10. I don't know why.
Favorite rating out of 10? Well, my
favorite is 10.
My favorite is 10, but I would give
7.5. 7.5 out of 10.
I thought you said it was mid.
That's pretty mid.
What? That's like almost great.
It's almost good.
5 is the middle of 1 to 10.
He said 7.5.
Yeah. Do you know what mid means, Demigloom?
It means middling.
Does it? It means mediocre.
Yes.
That doesn't mean half of a score.
No, it means the middle score.
Are you using like a school grade? Does 5 out of 10 mean it sucks?
Yeah. No, 5 out of 10 is like unwatchable.
What?
Okay. What is the point of having 10 ratings?
Okay, what is your rating?
Okay, I guess Random Candor rates everything on a 5 through 10 scale.
No, anything I watch is above a 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you would turn it off.
You have such a good radar. You could never watch anything below 5.
Yeah,
much better than any of you.
Okay.
I can tell that by your fandom of 2.5 men.
Lol.
Fucking Centipede. What are you rating this film?
5 out of 10. I don't know. No, that's my actual rating.
I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Riley,
That's
what's
fair.
your rating?
First movie is a 10, by the way.
Somebody stealing a car in close proximity to Centipede.
Yeah.
And folks, I like this movie a lot. I'm gonna say it's not quite as good as the first one, which I gave a 9. But I personally think it's pretty goddamn close. And with that in mind, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Fuck you all. Deadpool 2, pretty good. I'm excited for
8.5 is pretty good.
Yeah, we do 0.5s and whole numbers on this show, Demigloom. 8.5.
No, I'm just saying that's too high.
No, it's not. Fuck you.
If you're calling it pretty good is 8.5.
Okay, fuck you. You gave it 7.5 and said
you
mid.
said 7.5 was mid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is pretty good to you? Is pretty good worse than mid?
Who are you asking?
You.
No, pretty good is
Crank
better.
that soldier boy. Crank that soldier boy. Okay.
Riley, where do you have to be?
I just put tamale. No,
you have to go to work. Are you in the break room at work?
No, I'm at home. I have to go back to work because they need me to do a fucking network thing that had to happen overnight so that the internet could go out.
Damn.
So that the internet.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Everybody stay fly.
We're not leaving yet. No.
You're gonna get fired.
Oh,
that's fine. I'll tell them I got caught up by the weather, which is partly true. Folks. What I wanted to know is Random Candor and Centipede, and I guess Demigloom, because I was unaware you were so interested.
Who
in
the
Deadpool.
fuck is Demigloom?
Mr. Metokur, because I guess you're
Jim.
so interested in Deadpool. Jim.
Peter.
You guys planning on seeing Deadpool 3 anytime soon? Because I got an opening night ticket.
Yes, I'm also seeing it opening day.
Well,
I'm seeing it with Squeebo, Felonious Ferris on the 28th.
Hell yeah. What'd you say, Random Candor?
I'm probably not gonna see it on opening night, but I'll see it eventually.
Okay.
This also counts for your Demigloom gift card, by the way, Riley.
No, it doesn't. The Demigloom gift card has to be cashed in by me. You don't just get to show up for 5 minutes.
The Demigloom gift card has to be Demigloom. I don't know. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Jim?
Oh,
Jeez.
shit. Fuck. Okay, well, your Jim gift card is also used up.
I'm not putting...
I can't get Mr. Metokur on the show.
Who am I kidding? Riley would never use his gym gift card.
Yeah.
Shut up. I'm not counting Demigloom as on this episode because then she'll never be on the issue crew again because we're waiting for her to come on one more time so that her playlist has exactly 50 episodes.
I don't
this
know.
This does not count for that. We're not putting this in there. You have to be on a full thing.
I don't know why Demigloom.
Centipede, shut the fuck up. It's not funny. Shut up.
I'm just confused. I'm gonna be real.
Okay, anyway, the Deadpool 3 review coming eventually, whenever Random Candor decides to see it. Folks, thank you for listening. You've heard our plugs a million times. Links in the description. See you next time.
No, I need to do all my
No,
plugs.
wait, what the fuck? You didn't plug. I didn't get to plug myself.
Go listen to my appearance on LolCow Live.
Shut up. Your link's going to be in the description, Centipede. I gotta go.
YouTube.com/@Sonic the Centipede. Watch my Sonic videos. Bye!